Hello, fellow honorable citizens. My name is Nelson Williams, and I am the singing scientist. And I'm here to talk to you today about the poisoning of our food and the soils. Every bit of our water is poisoned, and our soils have heavy metals, all the glyphosates, all the poisoning that's put in it, and anything that gets on that seed gets into us, and that's why we have the health problems that we have. And that's why I run the Help Make America Great Again project. And the goal of the project is to build state-of-the-art indoor farms on a mass scale, so we can regain control of our health and become self-sustaining communities again. We're going to take a 1 acre of land, or how many acres we decide, and we're going to put a building on it and totally control the environment, the O2, the CO2, the frequency, the temperature, everything inside the building. That way we can 100% guarantee that our food has the nutritional qualities that it needs to help us. And that has to be done in every city in the entire planet, because we're all being affected by radiation from Fukushima, from radiation from every nuclear power plant that exists. And we are being controlled by the energy companies. They lie to us about what our technology is. We have electrons everywhere and everything. That's power. And water is hydrogen. If you go check out Dr. Kanzius's work, Kanzius, you could see him point a microwave beam, a radio signal, add a beaker of water and set it on fire, and that right there solves all our energy problems. Done. But we were being controlled because they want us there pumping gas into our cars. They want us paying every month, and a small group of people control the entire planet. It's a joke. So, and I suggest everyone else check out Nikola Tesla's technology, and we can create a sun in a jar, which is nothing but the sun is nothing but hydrogen trapped in a magnetic field under pressure. And that's another way we can produce energy. There's also the primitive motor, where they take a wheel and they put magnets on there at an angle, and they put a frame around it. It has also magnets on it, and it will spin forever. And that will also, the guy in Australia invented that, and that was bought up by the energy companies also. Another gentleman named Stan Meyer in the 80s invented a process where every vehicle on the planet could run off of hydrogen, and he signed a contract with GM, and the next day they killed him. I have myself been threatened about talking about the energies, and but I work for God. I'm a watchman for God, and they can't stop me. And one or two things are going to happen. I'm going to get this done, or they're going to kill me. But either way, I'm going to win. I can't stand it here. I can't stand what's being done to our world, what's being done to our children with the disinformation they get at school, and we're all fighting amongst ourselves. The schools have been deliberately dumbed down. And go read Charlotte Isbry's book, The Deliberate Dumbing Down of America, and you'll find out all the truth there, how they're trying to ruin everything. And we have to take care of that also. And another thing about our media, it's been controlled forever. They lied us into the Vietnam War, into the Afghan War, into the Iraq War, and there's no journalism going on TV whatsoever. Our television has always been controlled by corporations, and they want to sell us their drugs and their food, which the food is poison. Every bit of food in the grocery store is poison. Every bit of it. Even if it says organic, it's been sprayed with a pesticide. It's been picked too early. There's no nutritional value in it whatsoever. If you take a Brix meters, which is how you measure the nutrient value of food, you'll find out they're giving us 2s and 3s, and we need 10s and 12s in order to be healthy. And that's why you walk in the grocery store and you walk over by the strawberries and you can't smell them. But when I was a kid, you bring one strawberry in the house and it stunk up the whole house. So, and everyone remembers how our food used to be, and we need to get back to that in order to regain control over health. Hippocrates said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And that's the truth. We are the only people on the planet, the only species on the planet that cooks our food. So there's something inherently wrong with the way we've been marketed to about our food. So that's the truth. So go look it up. And let's see what else we want to talk about today. I don't know, but everyone needs to go do their own research. If you go and check my website, Nelson Williams, the Singing Scientist, there's information that every citizen should know in order to protect your families. And I would like to invite everybody to join me at the Help Make America Great Again project on Facebook, so we can change the world, because the only way we're going to do that is by working together on the common goal. And we need to start with our health, our water, our food, our education, and that's what has to happen. So there's only one way to do it. We need to become self-sustaining again. And in that food, in that water will be energies that connects us. We'll stop working for these corporations, and we'll start staying home with our families and raising our kids and get them out of this indoctrination system that has them in the Common Core education program, which is a total joke. These kids they can't even spell any longer. They can't add. Everybody's on their phones, and that's done on purpose. Everything that the globalists do is on purpose, and they've done a great job of dividing us and destroying us and poisoning us. Our government is a joke and always has been a joke. I mean, if it was efficient management of our communities, we would have food and water growing everywhere. But they've sold us out to the corporations. They're all in on it. It's just like Braveheart. Longshanks has got his lords in every one of our communities. We have swamp creatures in every one of our communities. We keep voting these politicians in. We need to stop voting for politicians. If they're politicians, hit the road, because you're not doing the right thing. We need statesmen, which are honorable business people that go up there and serve 4 years and they go back to their private lives, and that's how we're going to stop the corruption. We're the only species on the planet that deals in a monetary system. Every other species doesn't have this. This is all created. We live in a matrix. We need to buy everything when all we need really is food, water, education, arts, dancing, singing, laughing, playing with our kids. All that stuff is free. And none of our communities operate. We need to go back the way it was in Mayberry and being respectful of one another. These laws that they've created, that they're arresting our kids at such a young age and ruining their lives, and it's just it destroys family. It does not help anybody except for the system where they're making money off of us. So, I'm a watchman for God, which requires me to be vigilant in my search for the truth and to protect everything that he created. And everyone should do the same. That's what we have to do. So I think that's about it for today. But I am the singing scientist, and I'm always going to leave you with a song that's, apropos to what we're talking about. And people all the time telling me to write songs. I'm like, the songs have already been written. History is repeating itself. Them that don't know history are doomed to repeat the same or make the same mistakes. Mark Twain famously said, it's far easier to fool people than it is to convince them they've been fooled. We've become in a habit of going and sitting in front of on our couches and in front of that TV and believe everything that they tell us. And, we're trusting people. That's why people believe them. And that's why it's easy for them to control us, because, we're too busy watching sports or our favorite television program and having our beers. And, oh, man, we need to be thinkers. We need to care about one another. This whole pedophile ring that's going down is being busted all over the entire world. It's what truly runs our country, runs the world. They're all involved with it. The second in command's on trial right now for child pedophilia. And they just busted people in Florida, here in Atlanta, and in Texas, and in Arizona, and California. We need to watch out for our kids. All the missing kids that you see over there at Walmart, the pictures on there, there's freaking pedophiles in our community that belong to the system that are snatching up our kids. Thank God Trump's taking them down. If you want to know more about that, you go to vetsforchildrescue.org. It's vets, the number 4 for childrescue.org. They're doing a great job on saving our kids' lives. And if you watch that movie Taken, where they get his girl, out of the airport and they throw her into this prostitution ring, that's exactly what happens. That's the truth of things. Bill Clinton's involved with it. Hillary Clinton's involved with it. The Podestas are involved with it. Every politician, we got probably 5 politicians up there that are honorable people. But you can't be in the government and be honorable. That's how it happens. Maxine Waters just got reelected, and that lady's a joke. She's listen to her talk. She's not educated, and that's just typical politician. One guy, Hank Johnson from here in Georgia, he was talking about Guam and how we're going to build a military base over there, and he was afraid that the island would tip over from all the weight that we would add to it by building a military base over there. These people are clueless, and they're in the government for a reason, because they're easily controllable, they're not too bright, and they will do whatever they're told to do because they're being paid. It's all big payoff. So God's tired of it. I'm tired of it. We need to do something about it. If you want to know the truth about things, there's real journalism going on out there, not on your TV, but you go to the Drudge Report, you go to Infowars.com. Alex has been on the radio and on TV for 23 years, Everything is videotaped. You know, they try to make him out that he's a crazy guy, but have you noticed that every late night talk show talks about him, puts him down, and every TV news network puts him down? Hillary Clinton calls him out by name. Well, that's the guy's, I want to be on that guy's team. You know, that's how it's done. You know you're over the target when you're receiving the flack. So every day, David Knight in the morning, Alex Jones in the afternoon, and Owen Shore at night. And they're going to go 24-hour programming. And we need to get all on the same page. We're the only species on the planet that has different knowledge from one another. You know, we're all meant by grand design to have the exact same knowledge, so we work together, and that's called harmony. Every other species works together, the ants, the bees, the deer, you know, they're all working together to raise their children and teach them how to live in this beautiful thing that God provided for us. And we've been brainwashed. So, yeah, we got to do something about it. So come to the Help Make America Great Again project on Facebook. You know, help me out there. And also, I've been banned off of Facebook for about 7 years now by talking about this stuff. So I started the Facebook Censorship Class Action Lawsuit page. So if you're being censored, you come to my page, and we're going to do something about it. Mark Zuckerberg is going up in front of Congress and lying about what they're trying to do. Google is lying about their search results. So when you go to search something, don't look at the top results, because that's all controlled by Google and the corporations to tell you their point of view and what they want you to know. There's going to be a million results for your search. How many of those things do you think you should read before you get a good understanding, or you've done your due diligence about research? That's what it is, you know. They have the ability, the technology, the algorithms. They block everybody. They only let the freaking creepos on those platforms do business. So hopefully that's coming to an end. And our president, Mr. Trump, is doing a great job up there. And I would just ask that if he could do something about this media and Facebook and Google, because it is causing great divide in this country and in this world, and our children are being totally affected by it. So there's causing problems in the home between the parents and the children. The parents are raised on true knowledge or close to true knowledge, and respect and morals and everything like that. So it has to be fixed right away. It has to be done. CNN's got to go away. MSNBC, they're all guilty of crimes against humanity. They're all accessories in it. So there's, lock them up, put them on trial, expose their crimes. That's what has to be done. So anyhow, I'm going to leave you with this song by Buffalo Springfield. And like I said, every song's already been written. You know, they're putting garbage music out there that says everything's a party and we don't have to pay attention to nothing. You know, Kanye West is telling the truth. Joy Villa out there is telling the truth. And we need to start listening to honorable people. So, Hank Williams Jr. was fired from Monday Night Football for calling Obama a traitor. They fired him the next day. Not a single sports fan did nothing. They just kept rolling. When honorable people stand up and then they're not around anymore, you better find out. Like what they did with Roseanne. That's a huge double standard. Everybody saw it. We couldn't do a better job of freaking exposing these wackos, swamp creatures, than they do themselves. But I'm tired of them being around. So, in the Inspector General, you better get your report out there quick so we can lock these people up and get back on track. We got a lot of work to do. We have a lot of poison we need to clean up. We got a lot of food to grow. We got a lot of education to do. We got to get her done. So anyhow, thank you for watching. Something happened here. What it is exactly clear. Obama and his goons over there telling me I got to beware. It's time to stop, children. What's that sound? Here, boy, look what's going down. everybody's right, if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds, they're getting so much resistance from behind. It's time to stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Yeah. What a field day for heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for our side. It's time to stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Yeah, take a look around. We can see it. We're all unhealthy. We're all unhappy. And paranoia's tried to be into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, man come take you away. It's time to stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, yeah, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. That's a Buffalo Springfield song from the 70s. You know, they're fighting back in the 70s, and that's not being taught in school, and it needs to be. So, thank you again for watching, and I'm going to do more videos like this. My intention is to work with InfoWars, and I want to do a late night show that goes up against the late night talk shows that are constantly lying and telling everybody the wrong thing. So hopefully I can get her done. Alex, if you're watching, I want to work for you, man. The Intellectual Cafe. I'm going to invite all the patriot musicians out there, and we're going to have thoughtful discussions of ideas and issues in a nice, friendly environment. You do a great job of telling everybody what's wrong every day and all the problems, but we need to have the solutions and in a lighthearted atmosphere, and we'll get all them people that just want to have a good time, listen to some good music, and then we can interject the truth at the same time. It really needs to be done. So thank you all again for listening, and you all have a blessed day. We'll see you next time.